6 years of progress in just 6 months. My mindset shift that changed everything. Mechlinski here. And according to the latest statistics on time spent watching television, the average US adult is forecast to spend 175 minutes a day, or 2 hours and 55 minutes. When I started out as a digital entrepreneur, the main ingredient I noticed to make the money I wanted to was to focus. I want to share a brief story. I had a mentor years back when I first started out, and the main thing that he would tell me to zero in on was something so simple, but 50% of people, statistically speaking, have trouble with. And you can sum it up in one simple word: focus. When he mentioned this word to me, I thought I had enough focus, but I didn't realize that there are levels to focus. And there's things that we can do in our life to enhance our focus. This is quite unbelievable, but the same day, in fact, when he spoke this to me, I went to a customer's house while I was working one of my other businesses, and the dog's name was, guess, Focus. I kid you not. This was spiritual confirmation that God himself was telling me to focus. The focus I needed was simply attacking the ADD mind where it starts. Things as simple as too much sugar and caffeine can affect your output and productivity, as well as things like alcohol and pornography can destroy your energy. Sometimes completely cutting things out is easier than moderating, especially with certain personality types. I touched on this in some of my other videos, but I don't know the exact psychology on it. But some personality types require more disciplines than others do, from what I have observed. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI system, identifies 16 different personality types, also known as sociotypes, that are divided into two groups, introverts and extroverts. I will do more studies as I continue to evolve. You see, if you can master focus, then you can master a skill. If you can tell your energy where to go, you can control the direction of your life. I found that I always had a great work ethic. I have always been gritty and hardworking, even as a teenager. I was working overnights in a factory building houses in sub-zero temperatures for 10 hours a night. So I'm no stranger to tough work. One of the main things we can get caught up on as overachievers is doing a lot, but not acting in the right direction, with complete focus in that direction. Mastering your self-discipline through fasting, health, and meditation will allow you to break through in many ways. I touch more on this more in depth in my mini mindset course at youracceleratedmind.com. Shameless plug. I had a huge epiphany one day. Being wealthy isn't just in monetary gains, but it starts within your soul. If your soul is dirty and negative, your life will travel in that direction. If it's positive and uplifting, then it goes in that direction. The more you complain, the more negativity you invite. The more you're grateful, the more positivity you invite. Negativity is always trying to take over to some degree if you're not aware. Cease and desist your negative appetites. As you grow up, the party scene gets less and less appetizing when you realize a lot of your company is going nowhere and nowhere fast. If you're not careful, your life can flash before your eyes and make you wonder where all the time went. So what were the extremes that accelerated my life to be able to produce more in 6 months than in 6 years in my prior years? Here are my 5 major points. Number 1, focus. Being able to focus my energy every day in the right direction changed my life. Number 2, positive thinking. It sounds cliche, but I still catch negativity trying to creep in my mind at times. Your mind is like a garden. Get the weeds out before it kills your harvest. Your harvest being your output in this case. Be like water, like Bruce Lee talks about, or be like the ants. The ants, they adapt to any problem or any obstacle and just simply move around it. The serenity prayer. Accept what you cannot change. Have the courage to change the things that you can and the wisdom to know the difference. And number 3, scheduling. Get extremely detailed about your daily activity, weekly activity, monthly activity, quarterly activity, and yearly activity, and decade activity. Number 4, get around people that are where you want to be. This was a major key to accelerating my life and business. We have been programmed by society to act a certain way. When you get around high performers and more wealthy people, they do things totally different than normal society. They get so incredibly detailed with their time, and there's a transfer of energy and knowledge when you get around them. Imagine getting around Elon Musk for a week or two and getting to see how his brain thinks and what he does on a daily basis. That would more than likely transform your life if you desire to be wealthy or an innovator like him. If you want to be a creator on YouTube, then getting around someone like Mr. Beast would be extraordinary to see how he does what he does. This is why I say get around people that have what you want, to get ahead of 90% of people that aren't doing that at all. Number 5, go monk mode. If you can't shut yourself in a room like a literal monk, then start cutting things out mentally and physically and learning the skill to get where you want to be. Cutting things out that aren't benefiting your time and productivity. TV, Starbucks trips. You can go back to this stuff after you get where you want to be, if you want, but if you want to be great at anything, it takes sacrifice and hard work. Micromanage your time and don't come up for air until you succeed. Greatness lies within you, and there is a hidden enemy that wants you to be stuck in life. It wants to stop your growth and keep you in the same place day after day. It wants to keep you depressed and relying on comforts that are destroying your progress. You need to be plugged into the source to actualize abundance. Without a source, you have no ability. So plug into the source and begin to actualize your goals. Get focused like never before. I hope this helps you in some way. I know it did for me. If this helped you in some way, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and don't forget to be great. See you soon.